Hi everyone, welcome to the Captain of Industry dev stream. I'm Captain Marek, and let's play some Captain of Industry today. Last stream we ended up on some troublesome point where we're running out of everything, so I'm not going to be chatting too much right now, because when I go into game and close the overlay, you can already see the problems, and I believe as we're gonna go forward, we have lots of problems to work on. So sometimes people ask me, so how do you deal with issues? And so far on the stream, we were doing quite good without any too major issues, but I think now we are start getting into more and more issues. As you see, whenever this click sound happens, something is going wrong, and we are out of fuel, we are out of food, maintenance is barely keeping by. We are, I think, people not too good either. And I think we took a loan last time to get ourselves out of food issues. And of course now the interest is ticking in. So we have to be paying that out. And lots of issues. So today let me show you how I deal with them, and let's see if we can recover. And purposefully I haven't played this or haven't advanced any at all before the last stream. So this is right where the last stream ended. This is right where the issues started, and let's see if we can deal with them. And also water, by the way, our water issues. We are pretty much out of water here, groundwater. We are out of water here, not yet, but soon. So yeah, it's quite a bit of issues kind of compounding to each other. So we have to address them one by one, from the most severe one to the least severe one. So welcome everyone. I see some familiar names in the chat. Welcome, welcome. We are on YouTube, Twitch. We're also streaming on our Steam page, where nobody will even think this is a live stream, but it is. These days, usually people just play recordings there. But hey, this is live. Yeah, good morning, good evening, all around the world. Anyone from Asia, Australia, probably good night. So let's stop talking about stuff and let's start doing. So the most prevalent issue now is diesel. When I look at diesel graph, my concern is that you can see we have dips in production, multiple months dips, and that's because the ship is not keeping up. The ship is not keeping up. First of all, the unloading is kind of slow. See, it's all unloaded and now it's empty, so unloading is slow of the ship, and I think production on the world map is also not much buffer. So first of all, I will increase the oil production. I think this should be enough, 4x oil rigs for now. And I will upgrade the modules. And the reason for upgrading modules is not only to get a larger storage, which I don't care right now about. I care about the faster unloading speed, which is really important. I'm not sure if you guys are aware that better modules have higher unloading speeds. That's important. So ship is coming in. I'm still using reduced ship speed because I think the ship speed is not the issue. The issue is that the time waiting while unloading. I could uncheck this and pay a little more diesel, have a faster round trip. Maybe I can try that just to make 100% sure diesel is keeping up. And I also see that while the ship is unloading, the storage is empty, which means I would probably want to upgrade storage, the pipes that are being used to empty these. There should be one more somewhere here. Right, so hopefully trucks will take care of that. So that's, I think, diesel for now. Let's check on that a little later. My second issue is food and my potato loan, which, yeah, I need to be paying off. For that, I'll just do a little quick, just multiply some farms, basically. Just a little quick. There's a tree in my way. I really want to get rid of those trees. Where are my tree harvesters anyway? Oh, I've scheduled lots of trees. Let's not do any of that. Oh, they're here. Okay. Okay, folks. Let's do these 2 trees in particular. And you can see, oh, failed collect payment potato. So there you go. Issues starting compounding. And it's important to start addressing issues early. If you kind of wait out and do something else, it might spiral out of control. And I'm also playing on double speed just to make it a little more fun, a little harder. If you are in issues, definitely do 1x speed and do meticulous issue mitigation. I also look at my edicts. I like my edicts, but I don't like my unity income. And water saver I need, vehicle fuel saver I need, so trucks overload, even though it's saving a little bit of fuel, I will disable. We should also save our maintenance a little bit, which is good. Where I can see that our depots are slowly being upgraded. I wonder if the steel... I don't want to use too much of my Unity. I don't have much Unity to quick build stuff currently. And if you are in crisis, Unity is your best friend. You want to keep it for things that are absolutely necessary. Here, not enough water. I'm just going to quickly clone these just to get some water injection to the system. Doesn't like it. I do it from the other side. This would be easier. Just like here. Also disable the planning mode. I'm not using Unity for anything because right now I am really low on everything. So they're gonna build it eventually. Alright, so these are upgraded. I can see ship is now being emptied. And I want to see if this storage is being filled up fast enough. Yes. So this is a good sign, right? Now the storage is being filled up. Which I do like to see. So that I know that those refineries for sure have a buffer. So they are not going to be stalling. You can see our... I think we should put our alert 25 if empty, 25% on that storage. This storage is not that critical. Right. Now looking at Unity, I can see water is an issue. We are not getting all water. So let's check that. And currently looks... Yeah, I think eventually we're gonna run out of water. It's gonna on and off. Sometimes there's water, sometimes there's not. I think when it rains, maybe more water when it rains, but now you can see water is out and people are not having enough water. I think I'll tap into this water pipe because this was used for this power plant, but we decommissioned it last time. We now have power plant all the way here. Just using water from the other reservoir. So I think it would be a good idea to use this branch of water to get some extra water. So I'm gonna get the water right here. I'm gonna for sure need a ramp. Maybe a small vehicle ramp would be a good investment here. I think I want to quick build that one because that one is blocking vehicles. That's the one I need. Loan payment overdue. Oh, we are doing bad on potatoes. Where are my tree harvesters? Let's keep doing the trees. And now I'm gonna just, those farms are non-irrigated, they're just basic farms growing just potatoes. And I'm just gonna build them. I'm gonna keep little space there for trucks. Just like that. I'm just gonna build extra farms to try to get extra potatoes going. Eventually we're gonna organize this and make it all nice and pretty, but for now it's just, you know, quick and dirty. Coal ran out since last time, I can see that. Now those excavators are idle. So I think we can decommission this whole coal operation. There's no reason of keeping this going because there's coal was out. So I'm gonna remove this. And I'm gonna use this tower for, I probably can decommission this as well. And I'll assign one more excavator and 2 more trucks here. Yeah, guys, you need to go a little deeper, perhaps. All right, even more red stuff. There you go. That's where it's kind of starting the spiraling. So we are actually out of workers now, because people are dying. Is it sickness? No, is it? I think lack of water. Lack of water causing lack of health, causing people to leave. So how is our water pipe? It's now going. Tree planter I don't really care about. I really hope the water is going to be sufficient. I think so. I think 2 pipes. Definitely, because we are needing around 110. That's a lot. Okay, so it's water. That should recover the Unity, which is also important. If Unity runs out, for example, our oil rigs at the world map stop working. Okay, so this one is... Alright, so the world map is not keeping up with oil production. Oh dear. We might need to upgrade the oil rig. Or let me check. Okay, so the diesel here is still full. So I think it's not the world map. I think I'm gonna keep this reduce time, because there was the ship causing issues. It was the unloading, I think, before. So if I look at the diesel now, right, so you can see the green is now all constant, which means that we are not having those big dips, which I think we should recover. We'll see. If not, we need to build another refinery block and another ship, probably. That would be a much bigger project. Somebody's saying we have workers on the ship. Yes, 70 workers on the ship. That's a good point. Let's unload these. Thanks for the suggestion. And we can start pausing things. We have plenty. When you have such a big pool of people, for example, the construction parts and vehicle and all those kind of things, in here we can start pausing, because we remember last time we did it on the other side of the island already. This is all kind of redundant at this point. You can keep some of them going, but not all of them. That would also save up on maintenance as well. Alright, so we are still having issues with fuel. So I have done this desalination kind of preparation a while ago, before we had these issues with this water plant, with this power plant, but now it's all good. I could build this actually to bring some extra water if those storages ever run dry. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on these, and if they are low, I'm going to build this to supply settlement basically with water. Other than that, I think water needs solution. And the solution for water, since there's not enough groundwater, is desalination. So what I've done, I went to Hub and downloaded some desalination. I wonder where, I think it's this one. Yes. So I went over to the Hub and found some desalination blueprint, which I believe this is one from the JD Place YouTuber and streamer. And I think it's kind of neat. It's a little compact design of 4 desalination plants, 4 pumps, and it's kind of like neatly sits on the coast like this. You can just build it here and get some extra water going. I think that's a good idea. I wonder if I'm gonna have any projects going on here. Probably not. Just build it here. Just like that. Which should start producing lots of water. And I will connect this water over here, I think. Might need another vehicle ramp. Maybe somewhere here for now. This will require tier 2 pipe. Alright, so how now I have to understand the setup, because of course it's my blueprint, so I have to understand how the author meant it to be used. So I can see the water is gonna come into this. Right, so I think we need to just use this one to take the water out, which is neat. I will raise the pipe. So the truck can freely go under. Oops, that was a wrong key. Let me do it one more time. I guess I don't need to raise it, it's alright. Here we're gonna go across the mountain. Sometimes a little tricky to go across the mountain. Now here, there are excavators in this mine, which means I should make another ramp. Oh my god, I canceled it again. My shortcuts today is not very sharp. Not very sharp shortcut work. I'm gonna do it this way. This way. Let's start with the pipe again. Maybe confirm it in the middle so I don't lose it again. I'm gonna raise it actually. The truck so they can go and start building it. I think this is fine, yeah. Oop, maybe too much. Alright, that's gonna be the pipe. Where's our... here? It's like that. Now upgrade this one as well. And the cool thing about this is that now we can actually connect also the copper, which I think it's alright. It has plenty of acid, so the rain catchers are good for now. Alright, the research is going slowly. Currently, that's least of my effort. Also, when Unity is slow, pausing the labs would be a good idea. But labs are actually not that big Unity hog. Just using 0.2. That's alright. Still losing workers. I wonder why. Our health is not too good. But our oil is doing well. I like to see that. Oops, still a little dip. Maybe the ship will cause little dips like this. I have to check. Yeah, it's probably not worth upgrading the rig just for those little dips. I wonder how much is the dip, like a actual value? Maybe a 50-ish. Okay, maybe we're losing like 100 diesel perhaps with this dip. I can see some people on Twitch. Hello, hello. I can see both YouTube and Twitch. I'm actually working on us also to try to put the both chats on the stream so you can see each other and say hi to each other, but I didn't have time to set it up. It's, you know, you have to use some kind of third-party service to merge those chats. I wish there was no need for that, but I guess, yeah, cross-platform streaming is a little tricky in terms of the chat management. I had to set up some things so I can see both chats at the same time, but you guys cannot see each other, unfortunately. Also, the recording, when when the stream finishes, I'm watching the recording, they don't see the opposite chat either. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see the YouTube chat. If you're watching on Twitch, you can see the Twitch chat, I believe, but you can't see it from the recording, which just sucks. So hopefully, maybe for next stream, I'll try to bring those chats together on the stream. So maybe some on this left part, or maybe we hide the errors and put them here. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think the left part is probably the best for a chat. Oh, I think we blocked with this pipe. We blocked this. That's not good. That's definitely not good. This is where Unity is very handy. Because now, oops, we need... I want transport. I'm a little sloppy with my building today. Just, oh, not tier 2 though. Tier 1 is enough. Yeah, I know some people are more interested watching in YouTube, some people watching in Twitch. I can see Twitch is a little easier for streamers because you can just start streaming and everything kind of works. There's one chat. YouTube is kind of, each video is separate, so you have to always set it up individually. So, but also YouTube has a kind of the archive, unlimited archive, which Twitch does not. So from our point of view, YouTube is probably better, but Twitch is probably kind of more made for streaming, live streaming. So you just do both. It's all right. I have a good internet connection, so I can stream on multiple sites at the same time. No issues with that. I think I have plenty of bandwidth for that. I can even stream on the Steam pages I mentioned in the beginning, and it's all good. I'm looking at the data. It's using like 10 megabits per second for Twitch and Steam. I think YouTube is more than that. Oh, 12. Okay, not that bad. Yeah, so it's total maybe like 30 megabits for those 3 streams. Not that bad. For upload though, yeah, upload is sometimes, if you have like a cable connection, upload is going to be very limited. I happen to have fiber, so it's all symmetric. Oh, Sado is asking what this game is about. He never seen before. Oh, welcome. It's glad to see some new people coming in. Yeah, this is a factory simulation game. It's called Captain Industry, and if you want to compare it to other games, it's maybe somewhat similar to Factorio, but it's much more kind of realistic than you can mine. And as you can see, as you mine, you make holes in the ground. Then you can terraform the terrain. We started on this little island at the very beginning. This is the hardest location. This is, by the way, the hardest game settings as well. And then we made a land bridge. You can do various things. There's no limit. The terrain is fully dynamic. You can dump ocean. You can dig. If you dig and connect it to the ocean, it's going to flood, which some people are having some fun with. We just finished our coal mining here, which is now empty. So maybe I can even start dumping this in and reclaim it for make it a buildable area. So for dumping, what I would like to do actually, this is on height 3. So I would want to dump anything until height 2 and then do grass, the last layer, so it's all nice and green. I think that's the ideal situation. So I'm gonna designate all this. Oh, I'm actually using wrong designation. I'm using the combined. This one is dumping designation. Yeah, the designation system is quite unique to this game. Not too many other games are having this total freedom of terraforming and changing terrains. But it also comes with the disadvantage that it's little unintuitive at first. You have to learn how to use it. It's basically telling the game at which level would you like the terrain to be, and then you're sending your excavators and trucks to do the job. So now it's designated for dumping, and trucks will come whenever they have something to be disposed of, come and dump it. For example, here we dumped a bunch of rocks on the coastline to make it more square so we can put shipyards, docks. I'm pretty sure docks can be placed right here. Beautiful. So much place for docks. You can see trucks are dumping. Yeah, we got to make it quite realistic, but obviously it's a game, so, you know, there's limits to the realism. But compared to other games, I think this is probably one of the more realistic ones. Here, for example, there's a little work crew leveling this little ridge. The trucks, I think, are dumping the material right away. And just making more space. All right, so our problems with workers are still there. I would need to probably improve health to get more workers to come, or reduce pollution. Can we do water pollution? So I guess actually this wastewater from settlement is really, we're producing a lot of it. 90 per month. I wonder if we can deal with it. Do we have a water? We do. It needs chlorine. How to make chlorine? Chlorine is made out of brine. Well, the cool thing is we are actually dumping brine here as well from desalination station. We're actually using desalination here. How is dealt? Maybe we can use salt from here. We just built a huge desalination station, which, by the way, there's not enough people to work there even. So let's pause it. I wonder what happens with the salt. We are just dumping it. Is that what it is? I think so. The brine is being dumped right here. Can we maybe save it? Maybe make it so by default it can go here, and then right, so the brine will go here, and we can prioritize the output to a chlorine factory. So in order to make chlorine, I can take electrolyzer. It's going to take brine. It's going to output chlorine. And here I can, let's use, how much do you need? Actually, let's use T2 pipes. That's a good idea. And prioritize this output. So we're going to make chlorine. And then out of chlorine, we can use that for wastewater treatment. The only problem with that is that all the way at the other side, there's no space for this kind of facility. Where do we put this? That's a little complication here. So I'm gonna, oops, I'm just gonna place it here so I remember. We also get water back, which is fantastic, by the way. We can feed it right back in, which will also help solve our water issues. I think let's decommission this power plant. This is already useless. Let's just get rid of it. We are gonna go all the way. And this desalination plant is probably also not gonna be used anymore. Let's get rid of this. This is using water for tofu production. We need that. This one, the coal we don't need. All right. Coal we don't need. So here I'll make a water treatment facility. And I'm gonna bring the dirty water, clean it and send it right back in. Which we already have a water balancer here, which is very convenient. I'm just gonna let trucks do the cleanup work. All right, we're running out of groundwater here. I really hope this desalination could kick in soon. Oh yeah, we need to make sure this is constructed. They're gonna build it eventually. Yeah, trucks are a little busy these days. Lots of back and forth. It's our diesel situation. We had some issue with diesel. Oh, it's pretty good actually. It's stabilizing. Are we having... What's our loans doing? We are paying all these construction parts. I think I want to actually repay maybe 300 just to reduce our interest. Potatoes are not doing... We just paid our first potato. Oh my gosh. Look at that. So many missed payments. We are 1,000 potatoes in debt. That's not looking too good. Do we need more farms? Not sure. I'm gonna put some manures here in case that's a better choice than no manure. Maybe just... You don't have people though. I can make more farms, but farms take a lot of people. 10 people per farm. Well, we'll see. We'll see about that. Right, by the way, if you guys don't know about the pollution stuff, it's really cool to, for example, look at... If I go to statistics and look at pollution. Here you can clearly see what pollution is causing, how much pollution is producing from each type, right? So we have waste pollution, we have ships causing some pollution, water pollution, vehicles, and air. Obviously, air is the biggest one to deal with, but I'm currently dealing with the settlement because it's like one place where there's a huge amount of pollution, and also water recovery, which will help us with the water. All right, so let's get rid of these guys. One more. Okay. All right, so we're gonna have this here. It takes sand and chlorine, so we're gonna import that. Sand here, chlorine here. I'm just gonna put the storages right up, just like that. No, oh, it doesn't fit. I see. So maybe this way then. All right. Chlorine, import. Sand, import. Water, and we have sludge. It has to be dumped somewhere. Which, can we just put storage right up here? It's all right. We're gonna call this sludge, which is gonna get assigned automatically. The water, oh, did I block the water? I must have. Okay, and water is gonna come out into here. And priority from what I just connected, because we don't wanna to be stuck. And I'll slug with this pipe. We have a very big... I might need to priority as well because I don't want this loop to get full of water. So I'll prioritize the water from the recovery and then take anything extra from the rest of the water system. And then sludge. I mean, the water, wastewater. I'm gonna take it from here. I also want to prioritize though. What would be the best? I think I'm gonna deal with it on the other side. Just like here. And in case there is overflow, in case this gets ever clogged in because maybe there's not enough sand or there's not enough something, we're gonna dump it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a balancer here. This is gonna do more than 60, so smaller pipe would be sufficient, even though it doesn't really matter that much. And the prior is gonna go into the machine. And this should be it. Let's unpause everything. And once it's done, we can pause the other pipe. No workers, low food supply. I think water issues are somewhat being recovered. I wonder why this underground deposit is not only 2 pumps on it. I think that should be okay. So strange. How is the chlorine production? I think I need another storage for chlorine here for sure. And just like that. I'm just going to need to build this right away. All right, so now we don't have people here. So let me start pausing. Oh, we have thunderstorm. That's good. Lots of water falling on. So here we don't need this. I think we already have construction parts kind of figured out on the other side. Right, I think these construction part factories are now these are the primary ones. No need for extras. Where's our here? Right, chlorine is being made pretty much for free. Well, for I guess for a lot of electricity actually. Electricity is the one that you pay here. Using electrolyzer, but the brine would be otherwise wasted. By the way, dumping brine doesn't cause any pollution, so dumping it is kind of no up. You can just get rid of it. However, using it for something useful, well, that's extra added value. So why not? Why not use it when we can? This will make 24 chlorine per 60. Let me quickly check how much we need in this thing. We need 8. Oh, perfect. So that's plenty. We need to build this. That's expensive machine. 175 construction parts 3. That's really expensive. And trucks are set to import chlorine. I'm sure they're gonna do that soon. Import sand. It's gonna be sludge, which we're gonna export. Is there anything we can do with sludge? By the way, if you don't know what to do with something, you can open the recipe book and right click. It's going to tell you what to do with it. So you can burn it, or you can turn it into fuel gas, which we could. We could do that. If you see this symbol, you can also dump it straight to terrain, for example, which I think sludge you cannot dump straight to terrain. Right, so we have to deal with it somehow. This is very tempting. It's 18. Let me see. We are making 24 of sludge. We would need 2 of these. Fuel gas is really handy. You can use it for burning stuff. You can use it for cracking boilers. It's a handy stuff. But the thing is, I have anything near here. That's the problem. Shrekovich on YouTube is asking, is there anything you recommend the first playthrough? I think people were saying in comments, definitely I would not be ashamed of starting on the sailor difficulty, the easy difficulty. There's no reason not to. Especially for the first playthrough, totally go on sailor. And the advantage is you can always go back to customized difficulty and change it, right? So for example, on sailor, you can start with when vehicle out of fuel, they're gonna just slow down, right? And that's great. But if you then become more experienced and maybe you don't want to start a new save, you can always go in here and change whatever you feel like changing, right? So that's always, that's why we did this. So you don't need to be worried about changing difficulty and locking yourself in something. You're never locked into anything. You can always change it. There's history. So if you change it, it's going to be in the history. So the save's going to have the history forever. But hey, it's a single player game, right? So you can always change whatever you feel like changing, especially making it harder. I mean, sure, start easy and then make it harder. Why not? For example, some people don't like the world mines can run out. Just change it into unlimited. That's it, right? So that's a difficulty. And also, as other people said, very good suggestions, play slow. It's very tempting to start quickly scaling up and stuff, and that's where the problem issues. So where the problems occur. So starting slowly and building up methodically and solving problems as they go on. Currently, right now, you can see I'm not scaling up production. I'm just really trying to figure out to have no issues in this upper right corner. If you see no red stuff and little orange stuff, then that's a good place to proceed with more expansions. You can always, take loans to get yourself out of troubles or into more troubles, depending. I'm actually going to repay this loan completely because I don't want it. However, we have in potato trouble. We have lots of potato now. Let's pay that off. Yes. Look at that. You always take loans for various products. Yeah, so the sludge. What am I going to do with sludge? I'll put this on a higher priority so that it starts working. Okay, sludge. I'm gonna just burn it for now. I hate to burn it. It's such a potentially good thing to use. Or I can make it into gas and burn the gas, because 48 gas makes 12 pollution. And 18 makes 18, so it's 1-to-1 versus it's way less pollution to burn the fuel gas. Sure, let's just do that for now. So we can take the sludge. Compost can be just dumped, so I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna build 2 of these somewhere which is not extremely convenient, but it's gonna be just here. Not really convenient location. I need trucks to be able to access the storages, so I cannot just block this area. We'll build across the street perhaps and make another bridge. Also a possibility. I was not thinking about those machines before. Now I have to fit them in somehow. Would this work? I think it's gonna block the navigation over there, huh? Oh no, it does not block it. Okay. do it then. A little improvised here. And I don't worry about blocking the ports. Now the gas can be burned in the flare. Actually, it's called burner. No, it's a flare for gas, right? I think so. Sludge is going to be just stored in a simple storage. I really hope I'm not blocking the cars here. Trucks, are you okay? Yeah, still okay. By the way, we are hoping to introduce the truck overlay somewhere in the HUD, so you don't need to always hunt for a truck to see the trucks can fit through. That's, you know, we know it's not ideal and we are trying to fix it, but hopefully in update 3 this is going to be fixed. So we are working on better HUD. So all those functions are going to be more convenient to find. So yeah, people are saying big part of this is managing side products, and we actually, that's kind of how we design it. So it's not always kind of, you know, A plus B equals C and just do this a couple times. We, for example, dealing with this sludge is, you have choices, right? If you don't want to deal with it, usually you have an easy way out, where easy way out is just burn it, right? If I click on sludge, I can just burn it and make a little bit of pollution. Or you can make it harder and, you know, use another recipe that has even more side products, which are more useful, but takes, you know, extra labor to connect this, extra people and all that. But once you do that, you can see that you have some benefits. Fuel gas can be used for many things. Copus can be used for making new farmland, for example. Yeah, burning potatoes. I do not want to, or digesting potatoes. I do not want to do that. Put all these buildings to higher priority because we need people to work there, actually. Even the flare needs a person. We have quite a bit of Unity now, so I think I can allow myself to Unity build these things. All right. So I think this is now all set up. Let me try to pause this other sludge output. Or I call it sludge, it's actually wastewater. So this all should now go here. And we have plenty of sand, plenty of chlorine. Yeah. So this is wastewater treatment. And we produce wastewater in other places. We could do the same thing or pipe it all the way here. And I would like to actually see now our pollution graph. And you can see, oh my gosh, look at that. The water pollution, if I put monthly, if I remove everything else, you can see that we went from 89 to practically 0. This was probably one of our only wastewater sources. Oh yeah, we went all the way to 0. Of course, we are paying a little bit for this. But honestly, that's such a small amount. 12 air pollution. And from 160, we make 24. From 18, we make 7.5. And then from 48, it's only 12. So it's like, I don't know, 1 pollution for each 100 wastewater or something like that. It's totally negligible in comparison. So we can look at the health. And the water pollution is now -2. I believe it was somewhere around -7 or 8 before. So definitely a huge improvement. And now total health +17 is beautiful. You can see that affects population growth. So now we are actually gaining people. Since we have Unity, you can also go to world map and get some people adopted, which will solve all our people issues. So that's that worked on, figured out. I'm just looking here if the water is backing up, and it's not. So this prioritized water is working very well. And it's saving water from rest of the system as well, because from 160 water you get 160 wastewater, you get 80 back, which is 50% recovery, which is fantastic. All right, so that's water and waste figured out, and health. And what else we were having issues with? I know we were using this contract to get more coal. I wonder if we still need that, actually. I think we don't. I think we can unassign this contract and cancel the contract. It'll save us some unity as well. Because now coal is not even being used here. It used to be the power plant. Now coal is being used all the way over here, where we have a fresh mine, which is going to be good for a while. Oh well, we have more edicts even in research. You can check the edicts now. Yeah, I think I'm still... Okay, maybe we don't need health boost anymore, since we already have extra health from the water. And I could even use growth boost if I need more people. Or just leave it like that for now. I think I'll keep the unity to recover. We have cap of 164 unity, so before we reach that I'll leave it accumulating, and after that we can put some more edicts. And that's it. Well, that was I think that was a little recovery that we've done in roughly an hour of time, so it was not too bad. And I actually didn't plan to do anything else today, so I guess we have to improvise. Since I was initially planning to do streaming for roughly 2 hours. So what do you guys think? Would you like to see some more stuff, or do we do a shorter stream today? And so we can do, we can disassemble that. We can continue expanding here. We can just stock up on construction parts. Let me see what's the bottleneck here. The bottleneck here is construction parts. No. Huh? Construction parts 1. I think I'm out of. And I'm out of construction parts 1 because it's just not keeping up. That's the easiest problem to solve, since I've made this expandable design. And let me unpause it. It's the easiest thing to solve. Well, concrete is slightly... Oh, people saying more. People... concrete is a little tricky. I wonder what's up with concrete. Let's see. Let's check the concrete factory. Concrete is working. So I think it's just we need more. Just more of everything. Well, I wonder what happens when I upgrade the concrete mixer. Is it going to be faster? Let me see. If I search for mixer, tier 2, don't build this, please. Is it double the speed? Yes. All right. Let's just do that. It's even not that expensive. It's only 31 construction parts. Ooh, should we make it more expensive? That seems like too cheap. And when I play this game, I always evaluating things that we do and things that could be improved. Sometimes I see, okay, so the official cost is 50, construction parts 3. We got some discount because of the upgrade. I guess it's okay. Maybe it could be a little more, I don't know. Maybe concrete mixer is not an important machine. It's probably fine. If people say I should clean up the settlement area, that would be definitely something that we should do Oh my gosh, but that will require, I think, the oil refinery to be moved out. The oil cannot be here. Oil has to go out. That seems like a project for an entire episode. I think we don't need this probably for now. This is like an old... We are good in water now. Probably not even this. Since we're doing the water recovery here, we should be totally good in water. This is little biomass production collection place. We might need that. And I could remove the farm, but the food is little... Yeah, the food might need a little upgrade. We might need to make a whole new food kind of factory or production area here. Which currently is just growing potatoes to pay off our debt. Which we are working on. I'm gonna go ahead and do some early payments of that. Yeah, so I mean, sure, we can feed them potatoes forever, but the more food you provide, the better health benefits and unity generation. So at least what you want to do, at least hit each category once, at least. And so we're hitting carbs. Carbs are fairly easy. We can even do bread, which I think will save a little resources. It's better. You need less farms to feed people with bread than potato. Tofu, I think, is pretty reasonable. We're doing that. Veggies are easy to grow. Maybe we need some treats. Is this potato chips and cakes? Yeah, cakes are pretty. Yeah, we might need to do some treats to increase the... By the way, I think treats don't increase health. They just increase unity. I think. I'm not sure how we did this. I'm forgetting this. Yeah, you can do some chickens as well. It's usually, you know, the theme in this game is the more complex you do things, the more benefits you're gonna get. So, you know, if you want to do bread is more complicated than potatoes, but you're gonna be more efficient. So as you grow, you kind of sometimes need to do those complications because you wouldn't be able to scale without them. We also do fertilizer here, which is doing pretty well actually. Yeah, this area is so compact, I really don't like it. It's not expandable at all. But I'm just checking the diesel again. Yep, it's pretty much recovered. You can see sometimes spikes of vehicle consumption going above production, but usually it's below production levels. This is full. This is also full. So I'm not worried about diesel now. For now. You could actually do my exploration with ship. Actually, we do not have enough workers for the ship. Alright, let's adapt more. I think we upgraded the ship some time ago. Now we can do more exploration, which we haven't done. So let's go explore. Also get some materials and stuff. Yeah, you can do totally just bread if you know, you don't really mind of growing potatoes and corn. It's not necessary. If you satisfy one category, you're gonna get most of the benefits. But I think giving more is a diminishing return. So it's up to you. And also, you're gonna get more unity, right? For the bread. People like bread more than potatoes. You know? I guess you can only eat potatoes or only eat bread or both. Up to you. Let me quickly check the mines. Copper mine. Plenty of things to be worked on. By the way, the iron guys, they made a cut in this mountain. And they've reached all the way to the other side. I was quite amazed by that. So there's a huge opening now. They've made it work. Which, you know, from far looks like, wow, look at that. Such a big cut. It's pretty cool. So they're just widening it right now. I think we no longer need that much iron in this area. Actually, because the iron production, I think now it's only for the maintenance mostly. Which is still important, but used to be all the construction parts. Now it's all paused. That's all good. All right. The thing is, I'm also running out of space. If I were to build another settlement segment, where would that be? I think probably here. Or maybe we can remove this mine. I think I would like to do that actually. Let's just dump this in. I would like to... I cannot mine any more coal here. Because... you know, my factory upstairs would collapse. And this research lab's here, and yeah, that's too much trouble. So this coal is basically not worth it for me. There's plenty of coal. If you look at the resource tab, you know, there's like, oh, would you like some coal? It's right here. You can have it. Yeah, I'd rather not. I'm not the kind of person who would like to use every single bit of resource on the island. That's not how it works in real life either, right? Sometimes it's more economical to just not mine something. I'm just gonna make dumping designations. And I think I don't really care what they put in. They can put trash, as far as I'm concerned. Which actually, that's what's gonna happen, by the way. Because the trash is being produced in the settlement, and they're gonna dump it to the closest available position. What I'm gonna do... I'm also using dumping here to kind of get to this island. Which... yeah. They're slowly getting there. I think this is a resting area. People kind of like... just chilling here. Look at these guys. What a place to rest. What a place to rest. It's like a screenshot area. Yeah. Imagine taking a break on a cliff like this with the truck. It's like, yeah, just on the cliff. It's all right. Pretty cool. It'd be nice, we're thinking of kind of having the trucks maybe go to some kind of parking lot when they're idle like this, to not kind of wait in weird areas when they had the last job. Another one, let's go. Another one to the party. Yeah, same as like a parking lot, so they can kind of go wait and maybe have some snacks in the parking lot while they're waiting to be more happy. Oh yeah, more, look at that. All the trucks from the island will eventually come here. Just dump. People, another explorer, yeah. Things come... oh, electronics, and we discovered another settlement. So the further you go in the map, the better items you're gonna get. And now I'm getting all the electronics from the map, so that's pretty cool. Let's explore more. There's also one more oil rig with enemy, which we can perhaps get. Since these are running out slowly, we still have 300 years estimate. Yeah, you can put the parking in the areas when I guess there's most probable to get new jobs, so they don't need to drive all the way from here. For example, imagine this was all the way somewhere, you know, dumping all the way somewhere, who knows where. So they can kind of go back to the factory and be ready for the next job somewhere nearby. Build a bunch of strategic parking lots. I think that'd be nice. It's kind of low priority, you know, it's not essential for this game. It's going to work without it just fine, but it'd be nice to have. So you can let us know if parking lots would be something you would really want or not. I want to build one more settlement here, so I'm gonna redirect this water. Right here, I have plenty of unity. Let's quick build that. And destroy all these. Very nice. How is our research going? Let me just quickly check the research. Oop, we're in the fight. It's alright. We're researching chicken farming right now. Then we do some fermentation. And then Rurley gas kiln. That's actually, we could use the fuel gas for cement production. Recycling is nice. You can get more recycling efficiency only if we were recycling. That's another thing. Hydrogen vehicles would be nice to go next thing. Incineration plant. Maybe for getting rid of the waste. Could be a good idea. Snacks, we were talking about that. Also sound like you can make snacks from corn or potato. Also use the salt from desalination for that. And hospital also sounds like good. So many good ideas here. I wish the research was a little faster. Maybe we need to do more labs next time. To maybe do 3 or 4 labs. Speed it up. So we need 4 parts per 60 and we are doing 12. So I think 3 would be okay. Can we fit it here? Please. No. Barely. Maybe we can remove some of those water things. I think we are kind of good with water now. This was built in days when we were so strapped on water. We were trying to squeeze every single place. I was even digging here to get even one more row, but it never finished. All right, we have a battle. Operation. Fruit seeds. Very nice. And we go... No? Ship is damaged. Oh, we need to repair our ship after the fight. I turned on automatic repair, so we should automatically just do it. We are still missing 15 workers. We need to donate to be able to adopt. I'm actually going to do that because being able to adopt is very important to me. How is our potato loan? Yes, potato loan is gone. 151 is the debt. Yes. Right, so that's debt free. And as a side effect, I believe our credit score went up a little bit with the extra debt. So we can now do 5 loans, which is nice. Yeah, 14 workers missing. Can we adapt a little bit from here and there? I think we're gonna get there in a couple months and then we're gonna get... We have 40 extra space though. This really needs to go quickly. Let's build another house. Can trucks squeeze through here? They can't. That's unfortunate. Can I mine this? Little strip. I need a... Just improvise a quick tower. Or I can use this coal tower actually, good idea. Oh, and they say they cannot reach. Where are they? They're here. Oh. Well, this is a fairly unusual thing to do. Let me do this. I think they were complaining about this. Basically, they cannot reach because of how this was done. So I'm just gonna redo it. Yeah, currently excavators cannot go under pipes like this. You know, and eventually we are gonna hopefully fix that and improve it. Currently it's kind of technical limitation how pathfinding works, because pathfinding in this game is really complicated because each vehicle has different requirements. For example, they have height clearance, they have kind of size, the different kinds of vehicles, and to make it performant we had to take some shortcuts. So this is one of them. But eventually we are hoping to, you know, spend more time, optimize things, rewrite pathfinding for the 5th time and solve this. So eventually it's going to be all great, but for now, just make those ramps and it's going to work fine. All right, they still cannot reach. Oh, because of this pipe, probably. But they could go around, can't they? They could go around here, here, here. Should be able to go around. Why are they not going around? Guess I'd have to select one excavator and investigate more closely. Well, they definitely can go here and here. All right. So maybe the problem is somewhere else. Oh, we trapped them in. They are trapped because we start dumping the rocks and they have nowhere to go, unfortunately. Yep, they are trapped. Well, recover. That's what it's for. Those trucks basically remove the access ramps and yeah. It's all good. There's one tree here. Let's remove that. How is our water? I think water's doing great. Water's doing great. It's all full here. Yes. It's all good. I'm quite happy with everything. I guess we have more exploration to do. Our ship. Can unpause maybe one more block of this. Barely. Sardes asking if excavator couldn't just squeeze through by putting down the thing. In theory, it could. In practice, it would be we had to implement that and having driving excavator while somehow ducking below pipes would be extra effort. Again, as I said, eventually we're gonna solve this and perhaps even improve it so that excavators will somehow tuck their arm better for navigation, which would make some sense. It's just we have higher priorities right now. In case you guys are wondering, I'm working on trains. I'm sure you guys are all aware that we're working on trains, and I'm hoping to do some blog posts, perhaps explaining a little bit more about how the train tracks work and stuff like that. I'm working on the pathfinding, which is quite complex. We are working on better UI and stuff. So lots of stuff is happening. So those kind of things, they are somewhat working for now, and we're gonna improve them whenever we have more time for improvements. Improvement pass. I wouldn't necessarily know when it's gonna be, if we're gonna make it in update 3 or not. It all depends on how much time we're gonna spend on things like trains and like that. And saying they don't need trains, they need logic gates. Yeah, I hear you. What's your use case, Hans? What would you like to use for logic? What kind of setup you have in mind? Would you like to enable certain factories based on a conditions based on the storage fullness, or what would be the? We're looking for ideas regarding what kind of things people would like to use logic for, and this pipe's gonna collapse probably. I was already thinking this is gonna collapse, so I'm already doing preventive measures here. Before it collapses, I'm gonna just remove it real quick. Oh, this one already can collapse too? Oh, I just built it, guys. Why are you doing this? Oh, okay. This was not intended. Don't do this. I think this one's gonna be fine. Yeah, you're fine. All right. So I think now when this is all clear, maybe even here a little bit more, we can build a settlement right here. Just in time for extra space. Right, so let's see what people have to say about the logic gates, what kind of things they want to use. If storage is full, turn off. All right. But I mean, if storage is full, the machines will stop anyway. So they, you know, what are you trying to gain with turning them off? Are you trying to gain the workers back? So you would like to evict the workers and, you know, and kind of have a kind of workers number fluctuate over time? That's a little dangerous. Yeah, machine efficiency. Yeah, that's right. That's something I'm well aware of, and I'm hoping we can squeeze it in update 3. I'm still not sure, but you know, if you click on machine, you want to see like past year or past month or whatever, how much percent was it working, how much percent was idle. Definitely something I would love to have, and it's a little complex to squeeze in our own machines. Sometimes machines are custom, so we need to do a little more work there, but definitely I can feel the need for that. So yeah. So Sarah said they will stop, but workers will be sit there. So I wonder what's the benefit of stopping buildings. Like, can you give me a more concrete example? What buildings would you like to stop based on what condition of storage? Like, do you try to balance different kind of product chains? So you would stop one kind of chain and use something else, or I think computing and power should not be used when the machine is idle. And if that's the case, please report that. That should be we should look into it. But when machine is idle or outputs are full, it's not using computing and power. It should not. Maybe labs are sometimes still different, but definitely when machines is idle, they shouldn't consume. I think even maintenance is slower when his machine is not working actively. All right, so this one can be destroyed at this point. This one as well. And this one too. Coal storages no longer needed. Saying don't think give basic logic gates. No, I need to understand in order to give a good system for logic gates, we need to understand the use case, because there's many ways how to implement such functionality. By understanding the use case, we can implement it better. So we really need a concrete example for what you're trying to achieve, and then we can give you a solution for that thing using some kind of logic or something. But we definitely need for us to understand the problem first. We don't not just blindly logic gates and hope that people are going to do something with it. That's not how we roll. We need to understand the things first. Yeah. Yeah, we are not thinking like logic gates like maybe some other games have like you do like Boolean operations. We are not really keen on that. We feel it's a little too low level. Captain Marek is not meant to be a CPU simulator with like buildings and stuff. That doesn't make sense. We are more keen on some kind of signaling that like if something happens, you send a signal and some other building can receive that signal and act on that. Something more like high level things. We are not really thinking of doing, ands and ors and pluses and minuses. That doesn't seem like there's need for that. That's why I need to understand the use cases so I can, we can make this feature easy to use and convenient, and you still be able to achieve what you want to achieve, right? And I'm not sure we need a Turing complete system for, AND gates, but we need something that will help people achieve their goals. Yeah, one start as using good use case would be picking food types depending on which one you have the most. Okay, I can see that could be something we'd want to do. All right, so apart from low food supply, which I think we are... Yeah, I guess except for potatoes. Potatoes are keeping us alive. Everything else is little low, but I'm not too worried about it. I'll probably dismiss it even. Water resource. What's going on here? Oh, okay. You get some coal from somewhere. We have even too much potato. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, we went a little overboard with those. I was a little worried about this loan that I had to pay off. So it's all good. Chlorine is working fine. Would it make sense to make some water storage? The reason I want a water storage here is that I want to see like how full is it, so I can act on when there's not enough, basically. So I will destroy this quickly. Now make a storage. Just so that I can see. Transport. You need to build this since I have plenty of Unity these days. Maybe we can even put alerts on the storage when it's 25% or less. That would be a good idea. Yeah. All right. Hopefully it's gonna fill up quickly. This is making lots of water, by the way, these guys. They're really effective. I think I might need tier 3 pipes here even. Maybe not. 450 should be enough. 450. You know, if you're not sure, you can always use the calculator in the search bar here, which you can't see below my portrait. But if you do 78 times 4, it's 312. And that's less than 450, so we don't need tier 3 pipes. Always handy to do quick calculations here if you don't want to be bothered with multiplication by 4. 78. I should have said the 78 is less than 100 times 4. You know, that'll be enough. But hey, sometimes you're lazy. That's all right. Let's use a calculator. Custom alerts for some logic would be nice. Custom alert noises, so different alerts could have different kind of signals. That'd be nice, I think, too. So that just by the sound, if you're really in trouble, or if it's kind of like eventually you should pay attention to that, or even disable certain alerts for certain sounds for certain alerts. So kind of low priority. Yeah, definitely something cool, but again, it's a probably lower priority for us to do those kind of things compared to some other features. All right, so copper is doing very well here. Construction parts 1 is still not doing good. And now it's because of the concrete. I thought we upgraded last time I checked. Oh, okay, so it's the transport not keeping up. It's always some bottleneck, right? Always something. It's outputting 24. So, yep. This should do it. We're using more and more sand. I think this one, the manufactured sand, it's being made out of gravel, which is being made out of rocks. It's also not keeping up. I will upgrade the storage. This is making 24. Oh, this definitely needs more crushing capacity here. I only made 1 crusher that's doing 8. That's way not enough. I need like 4. Oh, that was a little... How about big crusher? Maybe if we get rid of this farm. Soybeans, veggies. We're gonna make next episode. Let's do better farming next episode. I am giving up for now. For better food. I just want to have lots of crushing going on here. Just like that. Yeah, I mean, this is way overkill for this, but hey, why not? We can overkill. We're gonna be crushing gravel into manufactured sand. And we have no people for that. Let's explore some more. And let's get some people. I should also deliver this, by the way. Let's do that instead. Yeah. Alright, so this crusher will crush it. It's gonna totally crush it. Copa is saying that logic gates can be incorporated into transport as their transport window logics. Oh, so would you wanna kind of like enable and disable transport based on signals? That's possible. That's possible. Yeah, we have to figure out like where to implement it, in which way. If either makes a separate entity that's gonna be sending signals, or incorporate into this existing entities window. That's why we really need to understand the need, and we are out of power. Interesting. Ooh. Our diesel generators are not kicking up. Why would that be? So we have 20 megawatts in turbines and then 5 megawatts diesel power. And they should be all kicking up somehow. Well, I think it's time to make a second block. So remember, I think 2 episodes back, we built this beautiful power plant station, which is extendable. And we have 3 more slots. And I believe it was a blueprint. Now it was this blueprint. It was this, I believe. We just need to plop in another block. Was it the other way around? Which way is it? It's always have to always. I think it's flipped, perhaps. Did I flip it? I think I did flip it. Yes. Let's do that. If I spent Unity, how expensive that would be? 80 Unity. Now let's trucks can build this, no problem. Location explored. Nuclear energy. Nice. We can talking about energy, now we can research nuclear power plants. It's very nice. We donate more. 144 parts 2. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, this is a tough one. I don't think I want to battle that one. Yeah, this one is easier. So are they saying like workers and resources of the Republic? What do you mean? Like, I'm not too familiar with that game. Do they have some kind of a logic system, or what are you referring to for that game? Yeah, so what's our concrete doing now? Concrete is working 100%. Fantastic. Water, 1 pipe should be enough, I think. The question is whether this pipe is being... yeah, the question is if this pipe is enough throughput to give us plenty of water. I'll have to monitor this. Oh, I think it's the water backing up now. Let's see. Yeah, definitely the water is not flowing fast enough. Well, I think there's some upgrading to be done. Where is this water coming from? I just upgrade it, I guess. Yep, let's upgrade this. And then I guess all of those follow-up pipes as well. Upgrade this. And this. That. That should be enough to saturate this pipe. We are using 12 times 4. Right, so that should be 48. And the pipe can do 60, so one pipe should be still enough. Oh, more diesel issues. What are you talking about? Why would there be diesel issues? I guess it's just busy logistics. Alright, location explored. Victory. Yes. Well, rig. Groundwater well, but this is really... enemy is really hard. I'm not gonna do that. We have... Start loading the ship. Fermentation done. We're still missing 9 workers. Let's adopt. Now we're missing none. Oh yeah, they are being dumped. As I was thinking, it's mostly trash. So we're gonna make a little trash dump here and then we're gonna build city on top of it. You know, as it sometimes happens in real life. I know about some locations. People don't talk about it too much, but sometimes they're living on trash, which is not too good, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, what is this tower for even? Is it for here? Oh, there you go, all leveled. That's beautiful. What else needs leveling? Perhaps this mountain range could be leveled? I think it's tempting to just do this. I'll level everything. Maybe do this. A little ramp. Then flat again. Right, let's move our mining crew right here. They can work on this part now. Methane explosion. Oh, people like methane explosion. In refinery in random times would explode. No destination for. Where do you want to go? Oh, here? Okay, let me help you. Right, well that's double the power. So now we have 32 megawatts in those generators, which is plenty. Our settlement is taking the most assemblers then. I guess the big crusher I just built using the big crusher is really hungry for power, but also it doesn't run I would think it wouldn't run too often. The reason I've done this is we are saving sand. Because rocks, we have plenty of rocks from terraforming and slag and stuff. It's all kind of otherwise be dumped on the ground, but the sand is a finite resource on the island. Sand is being mined here, and to be honest, this is not the most convenient location. It used to be a beach. Now it's a sand mine, but when this runs out, I guess I have another beach here and then another beach here, but yeah, sand is not too convenient. So I'd rather use rocks as much as possible, or concrete. Crushed rocks, in fact. I think we run out of gravel as well. Those gravel crushers are barely keeping up. All right. You're asking whether a steam turbine is freeing up workers when they're not working or they are turned off. They're not. Buildings, when they're idle, they still keep workers employed so that the worker count doesn't fluctuate. You can imagine, workers going up and down all the time would be a little hard to deal with. We'd rather have workers to be employed steadily, at least for now. And if you really want to turn it off, you can pause it, but then that's a manual operation. All right, chlorine, that's full. Water tank, I like to see that, also full. Brine's being dumped even. I wonder if there's anything we can do with chlorine other than use it. We can use it to make plastics, that's important. Yeah, I'm actually going to do plastics. Graphite, that's for furnaces, arc furnaces. Yeah, nothing for now, I think. Yeah, I think that it's all going great. I think concrete is now catching up. Hopefully. Maybe not. Still backed up on water. Did I forget to upgrade a pipe along the way? Or there's simply not enough water coming in. Oh yeah, this pipe is not doing well. It's the longest pipe going all the way from here. And there's only one pipe, huh? Oh, I see. Well, I think our desalination could help with that. How about what would be the action here? The action here is to destroy this pump. And I want to connect after the farms with tier 2 pipe. Gonna be a little ad hoc, but I'm sure we're gonna improve it eventually. I'm gonna do this. The reason I'm doing it because I want to reverse it and have it go upgrade it first, then have it go the other way around. There. Maybe tier 1 was enough, huh? Let me cancel the upgrade. I can make this just tier 1. I'll make it tier 1. Kind of like an extra injection of 60 water per minute into the system. Oh, still tier 2? Oh no. How did that happen? For some reason. Let's do it again. Downgrading of pipes. I can already hear the chat asking for downgrading of pipes. Yes, I would appreciate downgrading of pipes as well. We just have to figure out the UI, the flow, and make it happen. Always takes time to do this, but I can certainly see that in some situations like this, it would save me 10 seconds, 20 seconds of work of just simply being able to downgrade the pipe instead of doing it again. So I agree. We'll do it eventually, depending on other priorities. Alright, so this water should start flowing here. This pipe, super long pipe with capacity of 1500 water, hopefully be filling up soon. Maybe I can unpause one pump here as well, because one pump was destroyed from here. This goes all the way back to our concrete, so that's the whole reason I'm doing this. Meshu Guak is asking on Twitch whether we are planning to allow fuel station, so you can explicitly dedicate a station to a mining tower. Oh, you would want to have a dedicated fueling station for a mining tower. I wonder if you can do that. Interesting thing about the game is that it's so complicated that I'm forgetting, but I think if you just assign it like this, wouldn't that work? I think that would probably work. Try it, let me know. I think this is exactly what you are asking for, to basically be able to assign fuel station to mining tower, or more. You can do more than one, obviously, so that this fuel station will be dedicated only that. Which reminds me, oh, somebody is mining to, let's not do it here. Oh, here as well. What happened here? Okay, I think it was the same pipe, yeah. Sardar, are you asking for tier 2 mining tower where you can assign fueling track, or I'm not understand what's you're asking about tier 2 mining station? I'm not sure about that. Concrete. Let me actually check our concrete stats. Okay, so we've been doing 48. Then eventually, I think after upgrade, you're doing this. Now the water is fluctuating. I'm hoping to reach 96, which is exactly 48 times 2. 96 is still not reached. And I think it just takes time for the water to go all the way back. This pipe is being filled. I wonder if our desalination is even keeping up with this, all this. Actually, it is. Well, that's fantastic. Such a good water supply. Yeah, I think it's totally is keeping up. That feels good. This pipe just has to be filled up eventually. All the way here. I wonder where's the water. I think when you don't see any blackouts in the windows. Here, water is flowing fully. Or at least tier 1 pipe worth of water is flowing fully. That's gonna soon... Yeah, I think here's a couple blackouts still in the pipe. So fuel stations are... Oh, I think you're talking about trucks. That's interesting. I think fuel stations are mostly for excavators. If you assign fuel station to a mining tower, I believe that the excavators will be serviced by that fuel station. I'm not sure about the trucks, actually. That's a good question. Do the trucks are also affected by the assignment? I would have to check. And if not, then that's a valid feature request to be able to tell trucks where to go. So I might add it to my list of things to check. Whether fuel station assignment affects trucks, and if not, then maybe we can do something about that. I think now you can see it's increasing slowly. Maybe not here yet. Maybe I can do upgrade here, so we have more water coming in this direction. Yep, now I can see increasing. Definitely. I think there's a blue, so people are not increasing anymore. We are a little bit in deficit, but we have lots of unity, which means we can adapt and buy ourselves out of this problem. Oop, and we're full now. Alright, this tier 2 pipe is nearly full. This pipe is nearly full, which means the concrete should be doing well. And it is, in fact, it's all full of water. Which means if I click on the stats, concrete, yep, 96. And hopefully it's gonna stay 96 for coming months. Let's see the next month if it's also 96. And it is. Alright, so this should be concrete figured out, which means our construction parts are all good. And while we're talking and fixing stuff, we already accumulated. I'm always looking at the top tier, 600. It's fairly good. 600 construction parts number 3. It's fairly good. We have another fight. Ooh, that's a big guy. Fortunately, not enough range on their cannons. So before he came into range 15 kilometers, our 20 kilometer cannons destroyed them. So, too bad. Sugarcane seeds, very nice. There is unknown location here. I wonder if we can... There's a coal mine. Rubber? Oh, somebody in chat saying, good job at rubber. Okay, rubber. Let's see what's going on with rubber. Yeah, right. We are making steadily 18 rubber. But I think that our electronics is probably... Oh yeah. You're absolutely right. Our rubber is currently a problem. If I go to our cookbook and I look at rubber... Let's see what are our options. Currently, we're making rubber, I believe, I want to say this with sulfur. I would hope. Let's see. I hope you're using sulfur, we're not using diesel. If we're using diesel for rubber, that would have been a little wasteful. Rubber here. Yes, we're using primarily sulfur. Actually, diesel is using both, but I guess it's more efficient. Is it even? Maybe it's not. It is more efficient. Oh, it's not. Same. Anyway, sulfur is kind of waste for now, so... what would be the good rubber transition? Using naphtha or ethanol? You can make ethanol from corn. Or we can make naphtha from oil, obviously. What do you guys, your preferred rubber recipe making? I don't think it should be diesel, right? Diesel seems to me like a little... Maybe actually, yeah, you can make diesel from naphtha. So maybe that's not that big of a deal. But I mean, it uses less naphtha to make rubber anyway. No, it's the same naphtha to make rubber. Oh, interesting. See, I don't even remember. This was made like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, those recipes. And I just, you know, we balanced it to have something in mind. But, you know, you just can't remember everything. So you might be, you know, wondering why I'm kind of like making the decisions here. But I just don't remember which was the best way to make rubber. And I'm kind of playing the game as if you were you guys. I don't remember. But I'm just looking at the recipes. You could make diesel from naphtha, but also you need hydrogen, so it's not free meal. Yeah, you can make also diesel from ethanol, I think. Which is also a pretty good deal. Is it best to make diesel from... to make rubber from diesel? Is it the best resource-wise? Interesting. Anyhow, I wish I could just make this one again for now. However, there is 0 space here. Maybe we can cancel this desalination. This was used to supplement water, but currently we are doing really good with water. Yes, full storage is here. So let me actually, this is using our coal as well, so let me cancel that. I think we can cancel this as well. This is a coal belt? Yes. Can we squeeze one here? That's my question. We can. That's not entirely bad deal. Was it? So we need sulfur here. Actually, we don't need coal, huh? Coal was... Oh, coal was for the other recipe. Let's cancel that as well. All obsolete. Yeah, it's all obsolete. We just need sulfur and diesel. Sulfur is coming from where exactly? Oh, we don't even have a storage here. I think trucks are trucking it in. Is that what it is? I think so. Is that a good idea? Maybe this should have been sulfur instead of coal. It'll make more sense, right? So let me actually cancel this. Let's make it sulfur. Import. That's perfect. Same port. I think if I make this diesel a little more carefully. Can even squeeze it in the same location. Let's see. Just a little tricky here. Coal right here. This is also producing wastewater, by the way. Why don't we pipe it in back into our recovery system? That'd be also great, I think. Here. Here. Diesel here and here. This solves our issues. All right, so now instead of this, I think we can totally take the wastewater and put it right here. That's so good. That's so good, actually. Now even less. I guess we are polluting a little bit if I look at the pollution graph. Pollution. But there was barely anything, I guess. There was such a slow amount that doesn't even register, probably. But now... Oh, it doesn't produce anything. Oh, I'm not looking carefully enough. You can see the wastewater is only for the other recipe. All right. Cancel that. That's why we had no pollution from the water. And then maybe we can make this even neater. Even though it's... now I'm gonna put it right here. Alright. That doubles our rubber production. It should be good enough. Let's look at the rubber. It should go from 18 to 36, 40 even. How is that possible? All right. Oh, people, another victory. I wonder, is there any easy fights I can pick? This one is relatively easy. Do that. Yeah, I think it's been roughly 2 hours. It actually went better than I thought. I was a little worried that I'm going to be struggling on the stream and maybe we can lose the save because of issues with the water and the food and everything. But turns out that I think, honestly, the wastewater treatment was the biggest relief for me, at least, because not only it completely removed the water pollution, it also gave us lots of water back, which, you know, in intermittent relieves lots of issues. I also made the desalination to make the water even more solved, which actually played nicely with the other one because it made chlorine. So it's kind of all synergized together to solve all our problems. Our concrete needed more water, that's also solved. Yeah, it's just like a glove. Everything just worked perfectly for some reason. I didn't plan any of this, by the way. It was all kind of... I didn't prepare in front of in this stream because I just thought, let's just kind of struggle together. And yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, somebody in Twitch says that in early game, mid game they use naphtha, then late game they use diesel for the rubber. That's reasonable. Rotor kiln. Battle. Also, not enough range. Which should be easy victory. And we found a damaged cargo ship. Nice. Right, folks, I think this is it for today. We have 0 notifications. How about that? No warnings, no errors, no issues, no loans. Yeah, I guess so this is the great time to start scaling up again. You know, start building more construction parts. I can see in the research we can do I think we can probably do Research Lab 4. It would be the next step. Start making electronics, basically. Electronics is the next big thing. Next big thing needs to be made. You know, PCB from plastic, electronics, and construction 4. Also a big part of this. Construction 4. Next tier of construction parts. That would be the big topic. And of course, touch of maintenance is coming up. So that's all good. And right after Research 4 is so many exciting things like new conveyor belts, new vehicles, nuclear power plant. Oh my gosh, it's all opening up. So yeah, that'll be it. Feel free to join us next time. I will be hopefully streaming next week. In the meantime, working on trains. And that's it for today. See you, everyone.